Hello everyone, this is Baljeet and me with my teammates gonna represent the title of Green Energy Planning in Ontario. So here is the context. We're gonna represent solar energy, green energy, wind energy, and the explanation of Green Energy Planning Ontario and its key elements, framework, and associated acts and regulations, and some FIT program and a microfit program, solar and green energy, and the economy, green energy board, and general overview and approved processes. Now, what is green energy? As we all know, green energy, also referred to as a renewable energy or clean energy, is a term used to describe energy generated from natural resources that have little to negative impact on the environment. These resources of energy are considered sustainable and can be replenished naturally. So, these green energy sources are considered beneficial because they help reduce green energy gas emission and dependence on non-renewable fossil fuel and contributing to the more sustainable and environmentally friendly green energy system. Now, as we all know, like there is a various kind of green energy and its type, but I'm gonna represent two of the green energies. First one is solar energy. In this type of energy, energy is generated from directly sunlight. As the sunlight is strike on the solar panel, and the photon um, is converted into the energy. As we look at the chart, firstly a light strike on a solar panel, and solar panel convert sunlight into direct current. As we all know that direct current is not used for houses, so to convert direct current into AC current, we are using um, inverters. So these convert direct current into alternative current, and these kind of current is used into the houses. Now, the second kind of energy is wind energy. In this type of energy, the wind rotates the turbine, and there is a motor in between the blade which generate the energy, and which we can use in the houses. Now, Now, I'm gonna represent the explanation of Green Energy Planning Ontario. So, Green Energy Planning Ontario refers to the comparative strategy launched by provincial government of Ontario to promote the development and implementation of the clean and sustainable energy sources within the region. This plan aims to power Ontario growth while the reducing greenhouse gas emission and transition to the low carbon economy. Now, here is some key elements of Green Energy Planning Ontario. So first key element is renewable energy development, which include expanding clean energy sources like wind, solar, hydro, and bioenergy. And the second one is conservation and efficiency measure. It include promoting energy saving technologies and programs. And next one is grid modernization. This upgrading the electricity grid and support renewable energy integration. Fourth one is job creation and economic growth, and this attracting uh, investing and creating new jobs opportunities for clean energy sector. And last one is reducing the green energy gas emission, which include working towards significant reduction of green energy emissions. Now my friend Simon gonna continue the talk.
Hi everyone, my name is Simran. Now I'm going to continue with this same topic, and my subtopic is Framework of Green Energy in Ontario. The Canadian Climate Institute developed the framework architecture based on its research on domestic net zero pathways as well as the implication for Canada of global low carbon shifts. The taxonomy supports interpretability by incorporating Canadian economy attributes and net zero emissions pathways. It focuses on issuing green financial instruments and supports other public and private sector use cases, including net zero transition planning and climate disclosures. Moreover, the green energy planning in Ontario involves various master plans and policies that helps in the reduction of greenhouse gases, pollution in the environment, and also improve the air quality, as well as it also less the impacts on climate change. So next, here the major thing that framework helps in to maintain the temperature rise to below 15 degrees Celsius. Moreover, in the framework covers the entire life cycle of green energy gases, in which it also includes the three basic scopes, that is scope 1, 2, and 3. Let's discuss about this little bit more. The taxonomy framework is meant to serve as a framework for the issuance of green and transition financial instruments that are in line with Canada's ambition to reach net zero emission by the year 2050 and the interim emissions reduction milestones necessary to meet the ambition. So more generally, framework is created to be accordance with the international agreement, and moreover, these if I talk about these three main scopes, in these the last scope, that is scope 3, is very crucial for this project, but it like the federal emission reduction targets for Canada do not include scope 3 emissions, as it's but they are the major component, as I told before, of the taxonomy, because they are because they are a crucial transaction issue for the country's financial sector and finance, which we can say finance emissions, as well as other industries such as in oil and gas emissions from third party use or consumptions. So this is all about the framework that I have discussed. Now my friend Tejinder will gonna represent the further process. So, that oh, actually I confused with my framework slide. So there is one more slide that I also have to represent. And in this slide, in this the framework, there are two main points which I want to discuss. The first one is the Ontario government has contributed to establishing a successful expanding base of renewable electricity in the province for the household as well as for the commercial use, as through the help of Green Energy and Green Economy Act 2009. Moreover, renewable energy policies and legislations come in Ontario between 2006 and 2006 to 2016. So this is all about the framework, and now my friend Tejinder will gonna represent the further thing.
Hi guys, this is Tejinder and we are going to continue about the associated acts and regulations and also for on another part. So the Green Energy Act itself legalization, you have you know that because the green energy like they are acts, but by the Ontario government to promote renewable energy conservation and the creation of green jobs. The key element of the Act and associated regulation includes the Act and the regulation work in conjunction to provide the legal framework and the mechanisms necessary for the Ontario green energy planning and implementation. Just trying to convey the message that yeah, yes, the Green Energy Act itself a legal framework, but there are also other another rules and regulations that provide a kind of structure to the this regulation. So first of all is Fed in TREF program that we call FIT. This program establish a guaranteed pricing structure to incentives the development of renewable energy projects, including wind, solar, and bioenergy. It provides long-term contracts to eligible generators, encouraging clean energy production. So next is the microfit program. This program especially targets small-scale renewable energy projects, allowing homeowners, farmers, and other eligible participants to generate electricity and sell it back to the grid at a fixed rate. It supports local distributed energy generations. Just the difference between the fit and the microfit is just the gradual and the minor levels. Micro is like from the name, it's clear that it is on the small level. So continuing with the Green Energy and Green Economy Act, this act focuses on promoting a sustainable economy and reducing greenhouse gases emission, mainly includes provisions for energy efficiency, conservation, and expanding renewable energy sources. Last is the Ontario Energy Board. The Ontario Energy Board regulates and oversees the energy sector in Ontario. It plays a role in implementing and enforcing policies related to energy planning, including regulations associated with green energy developments. These four regulations used to provide something extra to the legalization structure of the Green Energy Act. So further, we will be continuing with a general overview of the approval process. The RE is called a renewable energy process. We have to like this process have to go through a structure starting from the stakeholders view or something, and then approval. There are much more. The approval process for renewable energy projects in Ontario involves submitting an application for REA. This process includes engaging with stakeholders, preparing technical reports, conducting studies, undergoing an environment review, and receiving a decision from the Ministry of the Environment, Conservation and Parks. If approved, conditions may be imposed for project construction and opening and operations. Just mainly saying that it is not simple to start a green energy project. It have to go through some assessments so government can provide its approval that it's not gonna impact the nearby environment. So here is the journal overview of the process. You can see this is a flow chart from the official site. First of all, the scoping and the project concept. Okay, so this flowchart mainly layouts what is the process. You will see the first step is meeting with the key agencies fit contract and launch meetings. In this step, participants will typically include project developers and consultants, municipalities, MOE environmental assessments and approval, MNR, MTCS, OPA, energy, REFO. These all are like they should be need to be in the meetings. What to do like these agencies used to approach for these meetings. So the application start with this and another going on further step is scoping the project concept. Here we will talk about what is the scope and the impacts on the project class. There are some points to mention like project class, project location, ancillary equipments, activities for construction and operation. And this will go through the section 4 of the next step is conduct a site assessment and other studies. But whenever we have to make a new plan, the site assessment is necessary because it depends upon environment and the soil type. So we will see like some basics. If there is any natural heritage assessment, we have to do that. Culture heritage, water assessment, other as required as by the municipalities as municipalities change their requirements change. So another step is completing REA reports. Whatever is needed for a report that should be in complete way before completing the RA reports. Here is the decision will be highly dependent on these reports, where we will describe the project and construction plan. It's the design and we'll do consultation plan report here that we did in the first step. Additional reports as required by the municipalities again. For further information, section 7 can be seen for this. After that, the last step is application submission and review. The application used to submit to the corresponding municipality and review begins. Completeness check happen here. Environmental registry posting. These are like some points mentioned here. Minimum 30-day comment period is there. Applicant post REA document to project website. Applicant notify the public when the application has been submitted. So while we do meeting with the publics, at the last step when we are submitting this application, we need to notify the public that we had submitted the application. Lastly, the appeal process, where we appeal application. We can see section 11 for more information. At last, RE decision used to come. Here, you are saying that consultation, see section 8 and chapter 2 downside of the flowchart. Here we used to do consultation with the municipalities and the public, and mostly Aboriginal peoples are, if they are existing within the site, you need to be consulting with them. Without their consultation, there is nothing, because they have land and they have rights to do something if we are doing project on their lands. So this was the journal overview, and these are the some references where we took all these data. If you want to explore more, you can use this data. And this was our assignment, and this was our representation. Thank you so much. Goodbye.